Let me turn to another story, however, out of Ukraine, and that its most prominent businessman, whose company is responsible for much of the infrastructure for its grain exports, has been killed in a Russian missile strike. An advisor to President Zelensky said that he believed Oleksiy Vadatursky was deliberately targeted when his home was hit in the southern city of Mykolaiv. Now, this is a city which lies on the main route to the Black Sea and the port of Odessa, and Mykolaiv has been bombarded frequently by Russia, but Saturday's night strikes were sustained and intense. Our correspondent Andrew Harding saw it happen.
The end of a punishing night in Mykolaiv. The heaviest bombardment yet for this key frontline city. A few missiles appeared to be hitting deliberate targets, but mostly this was the usual random Russian blitz. Cluster bombs and cruise missiles in residential neighbourhoods. Mykolaiv's hospitals filling up, the city's defenders standing firm.
I think everybody gets used to the war. We are sad about our victims and injured people, but we are full of will to win and to fight further.
And that fight is escalating. Ukraine has begun attacking these strategic bridges to trap Russian forces and pave the way for a counter-offensive towards the Crimean Peninsula. But for now, many civilians in Mykolaiv are still staying put, queuing stoically for drinking water and somehow living with unbearable risk. How do you get used to this? As shocking as these scenes are, the fact is they've become essentially a daily routine here in Mykolaiv. And every night, thousands of people go to sleep wondering whether, this time, the rockets, the missiles, the cluster bombs will hit their building. Last night, 2 rockets landed outside the Yakovenko's apartment. An air raid siren saved their lives, prodding them to move away from the windows. But Olga is struggling. How can we survive this, she wonders. We can't afford to move somewhere safer. Instead, they patch things up and brace themselves for another unpredictable night. Andrew Harding, BBC News in Mykolaiv.